right in front of you here. That was quite the knockout. I mean, just talk us through what you were seeing in there and how you were able to land, such a clean shot on Ricardo.
Like I've been saying all night, man, that's Joey Rodriguez boxing at its finest. I've been working with my boxing coach for almost going on 5 years, and I've been working just watching film with my coaches Felipe, Danny, Joey, and Uriah, and we've been breaking down Lamas's kind of style. And I've had two teammates and a coach that have fought him, so that really played well into my favor as well. So I was hoping to lure him into my game, and that's just like an all-out brawl where I can roll and land punches, or if I could drag him in coming in, I could catch him with that check hook. So he threw the leg kick. He was trying to beat up my the shins. It seems like everyone's trying to do that now, since the Stevenson and Melendez fight. Everyone's doing it. And so I ate that to throw overhand right, and I just came back with that check hook and found the chin.
He was down for a while after the punch landed. What's going through your mind at that point when he's not getting up for a few minutes after the knockout?
Yeah, it's a little tough to watch. Afterwards I was really excited that I got the win, of course. But then when I see him down there still, and he has a wife and kids, and just his family's here. So like I wish that on nobody. So it's kind of, I don't know, I can't really celebrate too much when I see something like that.
When we spoke to you earlier this week, you seemed pretty confident you were going to make the weight, on short notice. Obviously, that didn't happen. Can you just tell us where things went wrong during the weight cut?
Yeah, it was, I don't know, it was just that 3-week notice. I guess I can't take short notice fights like that. I'll take 4 to 5 weeks out. So like I said before, I apologize for not making them weight. I was right on track, and then it was just with the time frame I had left, I knew there was no possible way that I could make it within that time. I just stopped sweating. I didn't have enough time to water load. I just messed up, but I take full credit for that, and it won't happen again.
Yeah, last thing from me, just where do you go from here? You just knocked a top 3 guy, former title challenger. How do you one up this one going forward?
My goal is to be a world champion, so I one up that when I get that title around my waist. But I don't know. I knew I could go in there. I would beat him. I knew I could if I just one punch, like I've been saying. And a lot of these naysayers and haters out there, like, I guess you never landed a clean punch in the UFC yet, but hey, I guess I found it today.
Josh, when we spoke earlier in the week, I know it's a little cliche to compare a fighter story to Rocky, especially in this sport, but you did bring it up, short notice, perhaps relatively unknown to the masses, but did it all come out and play out in fruition in terms of that kind of story that you had in your mind, comparing it to Rocky?
Yeah, of course. I was an underdog going into this, so I said, hey, this is a real life Rocky story right here, and who doesn't love the underdog? So a lot of people would be cheering for me and rooting for me, of course, and it'll be a true rags to riches American dream when I get that title around my waist.
Did the fact that obviously you missed weight, did it take the edge off the win or the performance for you personally?
For me, man, that was when I knew I was going to make the weight, and I was working so hard to do it. We were going to keep going, but it was my coach's call. They kind of saw what I was going through. I wasn't sweating. They knew it wasn't going to work out, so it was their call. They said, hey, let's stop now. You're not going to make the weight. And to me, man, I was disappointed. That's the first time I've ever missed weight, and I've wrestled since I was a little kid, wrestled through college, all my fights, I've never missed weight, so it almost felt like a loss to me. Like I was really disappointed. I didn't even want to go in, the weigh-ins from 9 to 11, we figured this out about 9:30. I was like, can we at least wait? But we went in there and we weighed in at 9:30, and I just felt, man, I don't know, I was just so disappointed, more disappointed than anybody, and like I said, it won't happen again.
Something else we spoke about on Media Day was the idea that typically ranked fighters are looking ahead, and for unranked fighters, it's really hard to get an opportunity to fight someone with a number next to their name, let alone someone in the top 5. So given that, Ricardo, gave this opportunity for you, would you perhaps entertain a rematch with him where you can put in a full camp and give him an opportunity to perhaps get one back?
Oh, of course. He did this for me. He didn't have to take this fight. He's one of the best guys in the world. It was risky for him. He could sit back and he could probably wait for Edgar Holloway fight and then get a title shot or fight Ortega and the winner of that get a title fight. So I'm truly grateful for him accepting the fight, and then as well as even with me missing the weight, he still took it. I had to give up 30% of my purse, so that's more than normal. So that's you know, I think I paid the price for that, and I got excluded from the performance bonuses. But you know, if there's a exception that the UFC or Dana White can do, I'll gladly take that $50,000 bonus. And you know what I mean? It's Christmas coming up. My wife and I, we're about to, a week from today, we'll be landing in Rome to visit my brother in the military. Hey, I wanted to, you know, take him out as well because he's going to show us around, and we're going to one of his award ceremonies because he's getting out of the military soon, and he's done some good things. So I'm excited to be out there with my wife, my brother, and just have a great time.
And the final one from me. The Canadian fans are a special breed. Can you just sum up your experience here this week in Winnipeg, and also being able to fight in front of them tonight here in Winnipeg?
Yeah, they were great. You know, the Canadian fans. It reminds me a little bit of the European fans. You know, they're like super fans. They're in the arena's packed, all sold out. The first fight, you know, they're just super respectful, and I've had a great time in Winnipeg despite the cold. You know, and a lot of people from Winnipeg are like, oh, it's warm out here. You know, I'm like, this is not warm. It's 8 degrees. Like, but then that's when they're talking. It's usually negative 40 or 30 or something like that. But when we left Sacramento, man, it was 52 degrees, and I was like, this is cold. And then it was it shocked me when I got off the plane.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Robbie. Obviously walked in here pretty gingerly. Do you have any specifics on, you know, what happened or what kind of damage happened to your leg?
No.
Do you know when it occurred in the fight?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell us?
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, he did a great job out there. Just wasn't my night. He did a great job.
Was there something specific that maybe you weren't expecting out of his performance? Did you just, you know, maybe feel flat out there? Can you kind of sum up what went wrong?
No, I just wasn't able to do the kind of things I wanted to do. I mean, he took advantage of, he did a great job out there, landed some good knees, landed some good punches, some couple takedowns.
Okay. Thank you for speaking to us today.
Hey, Robbie. Where do you kind of go from here? I know it's still pretty fresh and raw right now, but will you take some time off, or do you want to get back to this sooner rather than later?
No, I'm gonna go home tomorrow, and that's as far as I'm thinking ahead, I guess.
Obviously, even though it didn't go your way tonight, there was a moment when you first entered the octagon, and I saw you just like literally absorb the crowd and all the fans in the arena. Is a pretty cool moment. I suppose, even though it didn't go your way tonight, did you kind of appreciate kind of, you know, fighting in front of these fans here in Winnipeg?
Yeah, the fans were great tonight. Fans are usually great at these UFC events. I had a lot of push behind me. It's a great atmosphere. It just wasn't my night.
Just want to echo what Mike said. Appreciate you coming out and speaking to us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Robbie.
Cheers, Robbie. Thanks.
Yeah, right here. Sorry. Congratulations on the win. We see you limping in here. Can you tell us what happened? Did you suffer, you know, serious injury or anything in the fight, or is it just from, you know, all the kicks and stuff?
Nah, just the kick and stuff, you know, just sore. And it was a 25 minutes war. I threw several leg kicks, body kicks, and just some bruise.
Just what do you think of your performance tonight? I mean, I think you know, a lot of people thought it was going to be a close fight coming in, but you won every single round. Did you expect to be that dominant in there, or did you think maybe it was going to be a little more competitive?
Yeah, I trained for it. You know, I trained to have that, to have a dominance performance, and that's what I trained for. And I'm not surprised. And you know, I know I did enough in the gym every day, and I'm just on my way for my second belt.
And Robbie came in here limping as well, and you know, he didn't say much. He didn't tell us, you know, exactly what happened in the fight. But did you sense at some point in the fight that you hurt his leg? Was it maybe one of the kicks from something else? Did you realize anything in there as far as that?
Yeah, I feel that Part of my game was I don't have like strong punches, good boxing. Part of my game was my strategy was kill the legs, so he will not be able to throw as hard as he usually do, and he's not gonna have that good footwork. So the leg kicks was part of my strategy.
It seemed like he was barely able to stand for the maybe the last round or so. Did you feel that you would be able to put him away at that point, or were you not sensing that you had him close to a finish?
Yeah, I felt that I need to go back home and watch the fight, but I feel I was close to finishing him. I think on the second or the third, but my hands are hurting because of his head. He got a pretty tough head, and he's a tough guy, former champion. And of course he was a bigger man tonight, but I just feel strong too, and yeah, I feel that I got close to the finish, but he's so durable.
And your hands looked excellent tonight too. How much credit do you give to Jason Perillo for just the improvement in your boxing?
Yeah, man, I have I put together a great team, good friends and good people, good coaches around me. I have, there was a combination of everything. I have Jason Perillo, I have Eduardo Pamplona, my Muay Thai coach too, so I play a lot on the clinch too, so that helped me to take out his gas, and I've been working my hands with Jason too, my jiu-jitsu with my old friend, Felipe de la Monica, Bubba Jenkins, my wrestling, so I think I put on a great show. I show my skills everywhere. My boxing skills, my Muay Thai skills, my knees, my takedowns, my jiu-jitsu, my top game. That was a good performance.
Yeah, and last thing, I know you were just on the Fox set with Tyron Woodley. We weren't able to watch it, obviously, because we're in here. Can you tell us what happened up there with him? What kind of interaction you guys have, and do you feel after that you are going to get the title shot next?
Yeah, I hope so. I told him that I had to tell him face to face that I'm not interested in his Gucci belt. I wanted that UFC gold belt, and Gucci belt I can buy one if I want. It's not my tasty, but I want that gold belt.
Did he say anything to you? Like, do you feel like he wants to
just
fight?
like that.
Yeah. Do you feel like he wants to fight you next though, or we know he's getting surgery and stuff? So what do you think happens?
Yeah, I'm able to wait for him. I think I did enough on the division to deserve the title shot. And I'm not a guy that talks so much, try to get that title shot because I'm talking bad about people, cursing people. I just go there and do a great performance like I did tonight, and I hope so. Dana White said that, and that's what I hope.
Rafael, congratulations on the win tonight. I thought that was one of your best performances ever. How would you rank that performance versus some of the other ones you've had in the past?
Yeah, I need to go back home and watch the fight. Robbie's a very durable guy, and of course it was a bigger man tonight. But I just felt strong. I stepped on that cage with 181, 182 pounds, just my normal weight. I'm not carrying extra weight, and just feel good. I was able to push hard the fight, push the pace, and it was strong. But just happy. Put a great guys behind me. Good people, been working hard. This guy helping me become a better fighter every day.
It's amazing to see how many people online are still so surprised at what you've been able to do at welterweight. Are you surprising yourself?
No, man. People forget. Most of the people in MMA fans, they have a very short memory. People remember you because of your last performance. They don't remember your whole career. And I never had an easier path to get on the lightweight belt. I'm not gonna have an easier path to get on the welterweight belt. I'm not the guy that talk much. I don't curse people. I just go there and work. And I feel that I'm 33 years old, and I feel that I'm getting mature. I feel in a way better shape than I was 25. But I feel that I was getting so trained to drop the weight to 55, so I couldn't perform at my best. And welterweight, I still feel that my body's making some adjustments, but I feel I'm getting there.
if Tyron is going to be out for a while with the shoulder injury, and which may require surgery, would you take a fight in the interim, or would you perhaps just wait it out if you get the title shot?
Just beat a former champion. Then I would say whoever wins the fight will fight for the belt. You know, that was my third fight in 6 months, and I've been in fight camp for the last 6 months, like just fight camp straight. And I need some time off too, and time to go back home, you know, get better, you know, and have a little longer camp to prepare for a title fight. So if he I hope he got the surgery done, because he was about to have a surgery to fight some other guy, but he was about to fight Diaz. So he said he don't need surgery to fight one guy, but he needs surgery to fight a different guy. I don't get it, but yeah, I'm willing to wait.
I just want to read to you a message that Colby Covington put on Twitter aimed at you, and I want to get your reply to this. This is from Colby Covington. He says, "Sad performance by the JV squad on Fox for UFC Winnipeg. RDA couldn't even finish a broken old man. Tyron's faking injuries. I'm here to make this division great again. Rafael Dos Anjos, step up and defend that dump you call home and fight me for the interim title." What do you make of that?
I have no comments about that guy, man. That guy has 6,000 followers on Twitter. He's just talking crap about people, and he showed nothing on the division. He beat nobody. He beat Damian Maia, but Damian Maia looked really bad when he fought Damian, and I have no comments on that guy.
Okay, and just one more from me, Rafael, right here. Obviously, you're going for the title shot versus Tyron Woodley. If you do get that fight, how do you beat him, and what are you able to do that his previous opponents, you know, during this title reign haven't done?
Yeah, I think when he fought Damian, he was worried about takedowns only, you know. And when he fought Wonder Boy, he was worried only about stand up. I think with me, he got to worry about everywhere. I'm gonna kick him, I'm gonna wrestle him, I'm gonna, you know, try to take him down, I'm gonna box him. You're gonna have a lot of things to worry about.
Thank you. Congrats again.
Rafael, do you see, when you look back at 2016, and when you look at where you are now, do you see yourself where you are at this moment?
Sorry, can you say again?
Yeah, after 2016 and not winning that year, and then coming into 2017 and going up a weight division, winning 3 straight, did you kind of foresee this at the end of this time last year?
Yeah, man. I had 2 losses last year. Tonight was my 3rd win this on 2017. I moved up a weight division, and as long as I still believe I can become a champion, I'll keep fighting. You know, as long as I still believe I can be the best, I'll keep fighting. By the time that I don't believe I can be the best anymore, I will retire. And I still believe I can be champion, I can be the best.
Do you feel yourself, do you feel that you're more focused now than you may have been in the past? I mean, tonight looked like maybe one of your most complete performances. How do you kind of see that?
Yeah, I think it's just physically, man. Mentally too, I feel better, and I'm not killing myself, try to make weight, and you know, I did what I had to do at lightweight. I became a champion. I defended my belt once, you know, and I lost on my 2nd title defense, and I tried to do it again. I lost to Ferguson in Mexico City, but I just reinventing myself, become a better guy, a better fighter, and I'm still 33. I still have a couple more years to go strong, and I think on this life, it's about motivation. I have to be motivated. I wasn't motivated at lightweight. Now I feel motivated on that new division.
Rafael, incredible journey throughout your career, and then, like you said, reinventing yourself at 170. What would it mean to you to become the first Brazilian to capture belts in 2 different weight classes?
Yeah, that's my goal, man. Like I said, I still believe on it. I still believe I can make it, and it'll be great, man. It'll be great. I'm first Brazilian lightweight champion, and I'm looking forward to become a first Brazilian welterweight champion, and that's great for my legacy, you know. and I fight for my family. I fight for for my coaches, for me, for myself, and it'll be great, man. I'm looking forward to it, to accomplish one more goal in my life.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rafa.
Thank you, guys.